Our worlds are in danger. To save them and the galaxy, we must find the 4 cyber planet keys before the Decepticons can use them for evil. It is our mission.
I know you guys have been waiting for this one, so have I. Today in front of me I have the Transformers Cybertron Leader Class Optimus Prime from, I believe, 2005. That's when the show was airing, so it's probably when the figure came out. This guy is my holy grail of Transformers collecting. I've wanted this guy ever since I started collecting. I finally have him. I got him near complete for a pretty good price, and honestly, I think he might be the best Transformers figure I own for reasons you'll see throughout this video. But first up, we have him in his basic form here. This is just Optimus Prime. Pretty cool stuff. He's pretty blocky, which I actually don't mind. Articulation, it's pretty good in this mode. Both arms can swing all the way around. Joint there, ratchet, swivel here as well. His hands can open and close, which is nice to see as always, and spinning wheel on the arm here as well. His head cannot turn. It can go to the left, but for some reason it won't go to the right, and I don't want to try and force it because I do not want to cause any damage to this guy. Legs, same sort of stuff. Joint at the knee here. The toe can pivot. That's more for the transformation. There's no pivoting side to side here or anything. Can turn around here. And of course he can kick back that far. Lift up his skirt. You can get a little bit more range out of him. And he can also do a kick that far. It's a pain in the ass to try and keep this guy in focus constantly. And in terms of accessories, most of them come into play later. But for this mode, you have his blaster here, which fits very nicely into his hand. That does not want to go anywhere. Can blast some fools now. And yeah, he's blocky, but you still can get some pretty cool poses out of him. Then in terms of accessories and other little features in this form, you can of course open up his windows here, flick this a little bit down, and he has a matrix of leadership in there, which you can of course, you can take out. I'm probably going to cut through this. There we go. And you have a very nice little matrix of leadership, nicely sculpted, orange glow in the middle as well. Other than that, the only other real features, oh, lost a bit of focus there we go. Other than that, the only real features he has in this mode is that you can of course, with a switch on the back of his head here, flip his mask up, and that looks much better instead of having his little flabby lips just showing there. But yeah, he's already a solid figure in this form, but it only gets better from here. I just realized I didn't give a full proper 360 of this guy, so before we move on, quick little spin just so you can see every nook and cranny of him. If you're wondering what that switch is, it's so you can pop the head up and down for transformations. But yeah, honestly, he's got solid detail all around. You definitely can't fault him for that. Okay, now let's move on to the next mode. Now, I'm not going to transform this guy on camera. I will tell you this though, all of his transformations are super easy, and it's probably one of the funnest figures, most fun, however you say. My English is bad today. Definitely one of the more enjoyable figures I have to transform. It's simple, it's fun, and all of his modes just look awesome. But for now, we're going to upgrade this guy into his super mode, and it's going to look really fucking cool. Oh, yes. Look at this thing. This is what you buy this figure for. The super mode. This is just fucking breathtaking. Look at this guy. He is just gorgeous. Now, first thing I will say about this super mode is that it can be a little bit clunky, the pose at times. The cannons do have a pretty good range of movement, but lining them up with the arms to make it look like he's actually holding them is really difficult sometimes. This is about the best pose you can get with him to make it look like he's holding them. But other than that, yeah, the cannons can spread, like, they spin all the way around. But it's just really hard to get the pose to make it look like he's holding them. There's no handles on it or anything. But you have him like this. It looks awesome. The pose, the cannons, just sheer firepower. And another cool thing about these cannons is the pistol he uses in his normal robot mode actually fits into the end of this cannon here to make it extend out and just make it a monster of a thing. Oh yeah, and this guy is huge. I mean, for comparison's sake, here's my Netflix Optimus Prime. You see the difference? Yeah? I mean, just look at it. There's no competition here. Like, there just isn't. Look at the size difference. Oh, how far we've come. Leader class in 2005 compared to a Voyager class now. Ugh, plastic shortages are a pain in the ass, aren't they? But yeah, this guy's posability is pretty much the exact same. His ear isn't flipped out. There we go. His posability is pretty much the exact same as the standard bot mode, except, you know, his legs are extended down here. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. And he has his backpack on the back. The wings, of course, do move, can flip out, get a few poses, stuff like that. The whole thing is on one hinge that just slides out like that. You can rotate it. It's really awkward to do it on camera, but you can move it around. Let me see if this side wants to do it instead. Yep, see? Flip it all the way back around. Stuff like that. Cool. Yeah, see, now he's just kind of a mess with his cannons. Flip him around. Just awesome detail all the way around, even on the back. Like, come on. Just look at that. I mean, honestly, this guy is just one of the best of all time. You do have a massive hollow gap under his backpack there, but you're not really ever going to look under there, so it's fine. But, like, even they have all this sculpting on the back here where people don't normally look. Like, that's just attention to detail. In terms of accessories for this mode, yes, you do, of course, have the big motherfucking cannons on the front here. Another cool thing about this guy, too, is that if you watch my whole video, you would already know this, but 17 years old, the electrics still work. How cool is that? But yeah, another big gimmick with this guy is Cyberplanet key. Now, in the original packaging, this guy comes with everything you see here. His accessories are the pistol. He has 3 missiles that also come with him, the Matrix, and the Cyberplanet key. I don't have his original Cyberplanet key, and I don't have his missiles. Other than that, he's complete. So I bought this one. Pretty sure it's Overhaul's Cyberplanet key. I haven't double checked, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said on the package. I bought this so I can still, of course, do this. He has a Cyberplanet key port, if you'll focus, right down here. We put that bad boy in the back there. Cannon opens up, electrics play. And another cool thing is the sound changes depending on whether or not the key's in. Fucking awesome. You don't get shit like this on Transformers anymore. Take it out, and the cannon goes back to normal. There is also another port on this cannon down here, which what that one does, no electrics or anything. Just see these 2 little spots down here, which usually fire the missiles. Normally they're flipped up. Boy, they don't really want to do it right now. Oh, there we go. I was flipping them the wrong way. Normally they're flipped in on the side like that, and they flick out when you put the key in. But it never really wants to work for me, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, like this guy, he's a beast, and I am so glad to have him. He's just incredible. Now, we're going to take a look at the vehicle modes. I still seriously can't talk enough about how fun the transformation is for this guy. It's so easy, but you get this real sense of satisfaction, which is just what you always want out of a Transformers transformation. But yeah, here is the truck mode, and I really like this thing. I mean, it's got some really dumb stuff on it. Like, you know, this is clearly just his hands at the front here. His head's just tucked in at the top there without a cover. That's clearly just his feet hanging at the back there. We'll say, the bottom is very clean though. I appreciate that. And his matrix is just exposed in the back there. But, I still really dig this mode. Like, it's just a cool, futuristic truck. I especially dig the front and the blue windows. I think that looks really cool. Actually rolls surprisingly well, which is something that you just you don't get on modern figures. They're more, they're just that figures. There's not a lot of emphasis on transformation anymore, I feel like, and playability in vehicle mode. But all the wheels roll and it's smooth. Just fucking cool, man. But yeah, not much to say about this mode. It's a truck. Truck go brr. Yeah. Love it. I still love it. Either way, but. And now we're going to complete this guy. And here he is with everything attached in his truck mode. And I gotta say, like the base truck mode, it's dumb, but I just love it. There is so much to this thing. Front to back, covered in detail and paint. The plastic is just beautiful. The cannons on top, swivel them up and down. You can cause some serious damage with these things. They're so tall, I can't even see them on the camera. Hello? And even down here, you have these guns on the side here. We can even, I think we can flip them down. Yeah. And even flip them down to the side, add a bit more firepower. Other than that, they also act as sort of a cover in the truck there to hide all the little imperfections. Get the wings on the side here as well. The whole thing is just cool, man. Like, it's dumb, but it's cool. And it all just comes together to form this gorgeous truck mode. And another fun thing about this mode is, let me take it off camera for 5 seconds. I can't even fit it on camera. It has a flight mode. Like, if you've seen the show, the truck does fly like this in the show, which is dumb, but amazing at the same time. All comes together to form this... God, I'm 12 years old, aren't I? But yeah, just another example of why this figure is so good. The playability of it is just next level. There's so much stuff you can do with this guy. And of course, you still have the electrics. But yeah, it's getting caught in everything. Still cannot say enough good things about this guy. He is just probably now the best figure in my collection, without a doubt. So, yeah, if I haven't already said it enough, I think this guy is my favorite figure in the collection. I haven't got another figure that just looks this good in every mode. His ear still isn't flipped out. Apologies. That looks this good in every mode. Has a simple and easy transformation. And just has so much playability with so many modes and features and electronics and the cyber key gimmick. It all just comes together to make this figure that is just the perfect toy. But at the same time, this guy is going to look just as good as the masterpiece type figures I have on my shelf. Like, it's unreal to me that this figure is 17 years old and still holds up this well. So, yeah. That is my look at the Transformers Cybertron Leader Class Optimus Prime. I don't know if I'm ever going to buy another figure that is going to top this guy. It's just perfect. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. I know I'm not Prime versus Prime, but I just thought I'd give you a little cheeky look at this guy. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that other garbage, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.